Hello everybody, you're watching Bombay Funkadelic and I am here, DJ Shai Guy, with Huma Qureshi.
Hello!
Completely tongue-tied with such a pretty person.
Pretty person,
But yeah, she's going to be coming up in Viceroy's house next. You may recognize her from Verishkia or potentially from her breakout performance in Gangs of Wasseypur. Have you got movements for each of your films?
No, I was just like having fun, huh?
But yeah, welcome to England. This isn't your first time though, is it?
No, it's not my first time. I've been to London many times. One of my most favorite cities in the world. I could retire and live here forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are your favorite places in London?
Everywhere. I mean, I could stay in Central. I could live somewhere in the countryside. I just love London. I love the energy. I could live in East or West. It doesn't really matter. I think it's got a great vibe. It's got something for everybody. Everyone has a story going. It's got like great culture, music, food, you name it.
So speaking about capitals,
yes.
You hail from New Delhi, and your father owns an amazing set of restaurants, Salim's, which I love every time I go back to Delhi. Yeah, it's like it is a place I need to go there, and I need to go to Narula's for a hot chocolate fudge sundae.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. My father was very happy because Narula's hot chocolate fudge and my dad's kebabs are like the things you must try when you go to Delhi. Yeah,
definitely Salim's. But you made that big move to Bombay from there.
Yes.
How was that for you? What called you out? And
what called me out? Oh well, I was doing theatre in college, and I was really passionate about it. I was one of those kids who did not know what they wanted to do in life, but I sure as hell did know what I didn't want to do. Like, my family always wanted me to do something more academic. They thought I was quite good in my studies and all that, but I definitely knew that I did not want like a career in academics. And then theatre happened, and theatre just became like a passion. And while I was doing theatre, I started getting lots of calls for films, and that's when I decided to move to Mumbai. My family initially thought I had gone nuts, but I think now they're very, very proud, very, very happy, and they really fully support me and my brother.
And your brother, who you were in with the remake of Oculus.
Yes.
Who came into film first? Was it yourself or your brother?
We came in together on the same time. Yeah,
same day.
We took the same flight together. Yeah, because most of our scenes are together, so that's why.
And was there potential for him to be in Viceroy's house as well? Were there any?
For Saqib? No, not really. If there were, no, not really.
How did you get involved? What was it that really called out for you?
I love the script. I thought the script was fantastic. It was period, it was dramatic, it was emotional, it was political, it was all those things. But very, very human story, very well written. I thought both Gurinder and Paul had spent so much time and energy and research on this, and they were really passionate about this, and I think that shows in every frame of the film.
Did Partition itself, how wide was your knowledge of it before coming to the film? Was there anything new that you learned that you didn't know already?
I mean, Partition is something all of us know as Indians or people from the subcontinent. You've grown up with it, and it impacts you very, very deeply, even till today. But yes, the film does throw some new light on why exactly it happened and how people were affected by it. It was. I mean, when you see the film, it's very geopolitical.
Yeah, I mean, in today's political climate, where everywhere, like America first, and everything's getting very nationalistic and patriotic and everything.
No. I think nationalism is great and patriotism is great, but one shouldn't have a misplaced sense of it, and it shouldn't come before humanity.
In terms of the filming of it and everything, was there anything? It's sort of like such a vast difference to you did Gangs of Wasseypur as well, which was very period. And then you've done thriller, you've done horror. What is it about a film that really calls out to you that makes you think?
Just content. I think in content, great characters, a point of view, something new to do. I would not like to do something tried and safe, tried and tested and safe. I think that's really boring. So I wouldn't want to keep doing the same thing again and again, essentially. And
with Viceroy's house, do you think there might be potential for it to break Indian cinema as well?
I don't know. Fingers crossed. I think it's a great story. I really enjoyed working on it, and I think it's great fun. So I think it's going to touch people very emotionally. So I think, we have great expectations.
Yeah. Do you think there are any particular moments of Indian history that haven't been explored yet, which might be right?
So many. India's like humongous country. with this long history and the longest recorded history, one of the oldest civilizations. So there's so much that we haven't explored as far as films is concerned, or even literature is concerned. But I'm sure we'll get along.
The film touches on a very topical subject that's been topical for, I don't know, since Islam first came in and everything. It's sort of like the whole interreligious relationships between Muslims and Hindus, or well, any religions and stuff. Do you feel that stigma has improved in India since partition?
See, intercultural marriages have always happened in India, whether at the time of partition or before that, and even till today, it still continues to happen. In India, when people are walking around, you can't tell by the way they dress or the way they speak whether it's a Hindu or a Muslim. We're a country where everyone lives together very, very peacefully and very, very harmoniously. I'm a Muslim girl, from India, and I don't think I've ever had a situation where I have not been allowed to explore things to the best of my potential, just because of who I am, or because of my religion or because of my ethnicity. And I think that's amazing. And cross-cultural marriages or exchanges of any form are amazing because they just help you shed all your misconceptions about the other. When you have these isolated groups happening where you don't engage and do conversations with the other, is when you start having these weird ideas about that they're the enemy or they're not good for you or there's a conflict. So in India it's always happened and it'll always happen.
Yeah, I mean with the India-Pakistan ban that's going on at the moment and everything, like
very unfortunate, extremely unfortunate.
Happening and everything, but would that affect this? Do you reckon, or?
Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's a film that doesn't take any side, so I don't think it should.
Yeah. Was there anything new that you learned through the film?
Lots of things. Like I said, some documents were declassified a few years ago by the British Crown, which form the basis of the script. A very important. Have you seen the film?
Friday.
Oh, okay. so they form the basis of what really happened at that point in time, which is quite geopolitical, and that was something I did not know about. Which I discovered through the film and while doing research for the film, which I think to the viewers also will be something new to think about.
And was it about the role that you play in this that appealed to you the most? What did you really connect
I think
to?
her strength of character. And what really appealed to me is that when you look at today's world, you see how migration is still a burning issue, or what people are really going through where they're displaced from their homes, and what they really have to go through when they fear for their lives or when they fear for their safety. I think it'll touch a chord somewhere with people, even today. Because Alia, my character, doesn't want to leave really, because she has a man she loves and yet she feels for her safety, and her father, who's completely dependent on her, who's blind. She feels that possibly if she goes to another country, she may be more secure. So she's torn between whether to stay or to leave. And I think with many, many people, it'll touch a chord somewhere.
Have you been won over by British cinema now? Will we be seeing more of you?
Have I been won over? The question you must ask my friend, has British cinema been won over by me or not?
Time will tell.
Time will tell. I don't know. I'd love to do more work here. I think you guys make some amazing films and I'd love to be part of it.
Excellent. And what's coming up for you next?
Well, right now, just this, promoting this and then going like hammer and tongs at it.
All right. Hammer and tong it. Hammer and tong Funkadelic. No, that doesn't go as well.
Doesn't go at all. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you
well
so
tried.
much for your time.
All right. Thank you so much.